Hi, everybody. I want to continue thinking this week about how we are called to be a people of joy and a people of hope, even during these times of great darkness and difficulty. So we've been talking for a few weeks about the very real spiritual darkness that so many of us are experiencing, and we should take that spiritual darkness seriously. I just don't think we should take ourselves so seriously. I mean, when was the last time you had a good, joyful laugh? Because so many of us are so anxious and nervous, and we're so obsessed. And many of us have become just angry towards our fellow human beings. In fact, some of you right now are saying, "I'm not angry, Tristan." And you're trying to think of some angry retort to put under the comment sections of this video. And if you do, that's okay. I will love you anyway. It's okay. So many of us just need to relax and take a deep breath and remember that there is still good and joy and beauty all around us. One of the ways we find joy is that we remember that every single person is created in the image of God. This is one of the most important concepts in the Bible, that every single human is precious and of infinite value, created in the image of God with infinite worth. And there's something else we need to recognize about human beings. Do you know where we get the term human? The term human comes from the Latin humus, which means dirt. We are human. We are made of dirt. So the Bible tells us, "You are dust, and to dust you shall return. You are made of soil." And this is like the beautiful irony of being a human. It means that we are precious, created in the image of God. Everyone has value, and each one of us is made of dirt. We are this divine mixture of the glory of God and dust. And I think this is important to remember, because if you are struggling right now, if you're depressed, if you are wondering what value your life has, I want to tell you that you are precious. There is a God who loves you. You have value. You are created in the image of God and share in His glory, and you are loved. However, if you are angry and proud, if you think you have all of the answers to the world's problem, if you are on social media raging against other human beings, you need to remember that you are dust. You are made of dirt. And there are two other words that we can remember that'll help us during these times. They also share the same root as human, humus, dirt. The words are humility. We should remember that our lives are fleeting. We are not God. We should humble ourselves. And for all of us who are so serious and angry, we need to have a sense of humor. It's okay to laugh at the absurdity and find joy even during difficult times. I've been thinking about some of the debates that we've been having these days, and one of the debates is on face masks. And it's amazing for me how angry some people can get over these issues. And I see it from both sides. Like, the one side is like, everyone must wear a face mask. Everyone at all times should wear a face mask. And I'm like, I get it. You want to keep people safe. I understand that. And then the other side is like, I have my rights and I have my freedoms, and I don't like it that it dehumanizes us. Which I know is kind of ironic when we just talk about what humanity is. But I've been trying to be a good neighbor. I've been wearing a face mask when I go to the grocery store. I don't really like it, but at the same time, I'm trying to be cautious, trying to be a good neighbor. But I think I've got some common ground for us. Like, we need to find common ground in these days. So the first thing with common ground is, one, we need to recognize that whatever the deal is with the face masks, it's not going to last forever. This is a temporary thing. We're trying to get through this season, but we are going to return to smiling at each other, to looking at each other in the eyes. We're going to come back to handshakes and embrace one another, because this is part of our humanity. So this is a temporary thing. And then secondly, can we all agree that even though we're wearing these face masks for this temporary season, we all absolutely look ridiculous, don't we? I mean, it's so crazy, and we should laugh at how absurd we all look, while at the same time trying to keep each other safe. I think we've lost our sense of humor. Like, we can't even joke about these things. And maybe you're even thinking right now, like, Tristan, you can't joke about COVID-19. It's too serious. You got to take this seriously. And I'm like, of course I take it seriously. I do. Like, I lost a daughter to a virus. I don't take this flippantly. At the same time, I refuse to live a joyless, humorless, hopeless existence. Like, I'm not going to be so obsessed with everything that could possibly go wrong and lose my hope and joy. See, I'd much rather be a person of joy and laughter, even in the hard times that we face. The writer of Hebrews chapter 12, verse 2, he says this, looking to Jesus, the founder and perfecter of our faith, who, for the joy that was set before him, he endured the cross, despising the shame, and is seated at the right hand of the throne of God. Jesus, who for the joy that was before him, went through the worst of suffering and is now seated at the right hand of the Father. So you and I, as followers of Jesus Christ, are called to experience the hope and joy of God himself, because there will be problems in your life. There will be times of suffering. These times are particularly difficult, but there will be other difficult days, and we are called to experience joy, to trust in him, to remember that we are created in God's divine image, and to have hope, and to laugh, and to see the beauty that is still around you, and have joy in those things. So, remember, my brothers and sisters, that you are created in the image and glory of God. And also remember that you're just dust, that your life is fleeting, and find hope in him. God bless you. Have a good week.